Everybody, welcome, 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 woo, 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 to the Daily Antidote of Song. Yet another day of magic, y'all. I'm Kathy Bullock coming to you from Berea, Kentucky, and I'm so happy to see all of you here on Zoom, and welcome to everybody who's here joining us on Facebook. This is day 888, as the mighty Carolyn reminds us of every day coming to you live, noon Eastern time, to just celebrate, take a moment of sharing music and songs from fabulous songwriters and performers and all. We have a great one for you today. I'll tell you about him in just a minute. Woo! I'm so happy to see you. Thank you to the mighty Aaron, who is our tech person, who keeps things running and keeps things going. Waving to all you beautiful people. Now, what I get to do is say welcome individually to all those who are joining us on Zoom today. And then we go from there. Again, Facebook family, welcome. You are now our new family. And if this is your first time, don't let it be your last, because we be jamming. Woo! Okay. Now, I'll start by saying Ruth from Birmingham in the UK. Welcome today, Ruth. Good morning, or good day, because it's afternoon where you are. Luda, who's in Victoria, British Columbia. Arlene, my Arlene's in Berkeley. I said my Arlene because I've been seeing Arlene for so many of you for a long time in Berkeley, California. Welcome, Sarah in Texas. Welcome, Susan, Scott, and the mighty Joe, who I call our fearless leader. She's traveling now, but she brings us joy wherever she is. So love to you, Joe. Is checking in with us. Bonnie, hey, Bonnie in Idaho. And Annette, wonderful to see you. Becky, welcome. Sheila in Florida. Deborah is in Kentucky. She's not far from me, y'all. Deborah. And Susan G. Whoop, good to see you. Sherry in New Hampshire, welcome. Deli, so good to see you. Lynn, I see you over there fixing your everything in your space, and with that beautiful smile that you wave to us from the back. Kevin in DC, welcome. Carolyn in Idaho, welcome. Kathleen in Albuquerque. Hey, Kate, who's home in Charlotte. And who is this? Aloysius, who is in Western Mass. Yes, indeed. Brian, hey, good to see you. Martha in Smoky, Oregon. Woo. Julie Alexander, welcome to you, Julie. Storm, always good to see you, sir. I see Lynn in Vermont, welcome. Cliff, I see that's Cliff, so it's Lynn and Cliff. And Steve in Silver Spring, welcome. Jane in Texas, hey. Tom in Nashville, greetings. Trish is joining us in Victoria and in Nashville, good to see you. Kathy on the Arapaho Cheyenne Stolen Land. Kathy, welcome. Carol in Connecticut. And hey, Ann Lafferty, Dan in Vienna, Kate in Williamsburg. And we have others who are joining us who don't have their video on, but I'm going to say Bronwyn, good to see that you're joining us. Welcome, Ralph and Victoria, Sandy in Rainy, North Carolina, Carolyn in D.C., Loriana, Katrina, and Courtney in Vermont, Sarah, Hardigan, Jenny in Suffolk, the U.K., Bob and the Bear in Massachusetts, Don and the Curly Tops, my good friends in Vermont. Woo! Everybody take a deep breath. And blow it out. Why? Because we can, y'all. Because we can. Oh, another day that we have to just share and just to feel the joy of life. Just that. I'm just starting there. And so I am delighted to introduce to our Daily Antidote of Song family, Mr. Peter Siegel. It is the first time he's been on the Daily Antidote of Song. Now, it's not the first time of his friends, and I feel like we've known each other forever and a day, because all my fabulous people that I know, Mary Kay Brass and the Aberdons and others in Vermont and Brattleboro and other places, he's been working with them for years. It's just like, what? Our paths haven't crossed till today? Well, it's another part of the magic of the Daily Antidote of Song. Let me formally introduce Mr. Pete Siegel. He would be starting out as a folkie, you said, in New York. Worked with Pete Seeger and recorded with him. involved in the activist movement in that way. But at the same time, been working in jazz, the world of jazz performing, and doing lots of folk music and tradition, a wide range of instruments he plays and music that he does. And most currently has a group called the Gaslight Tinkers, which he'll tell you more about, that merges or puts together music from all these different traditions in very exciting ways. So we're delighted to have Peter Siegel to join us, and let's give a daily antidote of song. Welcome! Woo, Peter!
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. I feel like I know you all. I think I know some of you. I know Storm. I know a few other people I know there's some people from Vermont, but not from my part of Vermont. So, the chorus of the song. Or should I say anything first, Kathy? No, this is it. Do you want me to just
tell us about the song, okay, and then we'll hear more about you. Where'd it come from?
The song was written when I was living in Guilford, Vermont, which is down the road here. And I was touring a lot years and years ago, and I just realized the value of staying home. And I feel like this is in some ways it was a response to a lot of people talking about how fulfilling it is to travel, and I just spent the whole summer traveling, and I was so happy to just come home and see my friends and be in this beautiful place. And I feel like staying home is actually the antidote for a lot of things. We don't use energy, we get to know our neighbors, and that's what the pandemic was about for me as well. It was really a lovely time of getting to know all the people around me. And so even though I wrote this song so many years ago, it just keeps looping in my life. So the chorus goes, close your eyes, what do you see? Open them wide and look at me. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. I'll do it one more time. Close your eyes. What do you see? Open them wide and look at me. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. I'll do a little faster. Close your eyes. What do you see? Open them wide and look at me. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. So you could sing. Close your eye, I had the harmony before. Close your eyes, what do you see? Open them wide and look at me. I've seen travelers with fear. That's a really good place to actually get up there. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. Let's see, and a low part could go. Close your eyes, what do you see? Open them wide and look at me. You could just do those two notes. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. Close your eyes, what do you see? Open them wide and look at me. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. So, should we just try it? We good? Close your eyes, what do you see? Open them wide and look at me. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. All right, so should we do the whole song? Okay. You may go upon your journey. You may travel far and wide. You may see the Taj Mahal. Doesn't mean you looked inside. Here it comes. Close your eyes. What do you see? Open them wide and look at me. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. I've got nothing against adventure, nothing against filling your mind. There are things you can get here that far away you can find. But I've seen the wisest sage who never left the place of birth. And I've seen the seasoned traveler who was the biggest fool on earth. Close your eyes, what do you see? Open them wide and look at me. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. Oh my gosh, I love seeing you all singing. Oh. Stay and watch the flowers bloom. Feel the sweltering heat. Watch the maple leaves change and fall. Walk upon them with your feet. Smell the snow before it comes. Watch it melt away. Touching all your senses in the deepest way. Close your eyes. What do you see? Open them wide. Look at me. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. We are hunters, we are gatherers. We may roam to find our feast. As our mighty instinct fades, our passions, they decrease. We may choose why we travel with heart and soul and head, or plant your roots and bloom your buds and stay at home instead. Close your eyes. What do you see? Open them wide and look at me. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here.
Woo! Takes courage to stay right here. You know, that is so interesting, and I appreciate that perspective, Pete. Just like you were saying, we travel. Oh, have you been here? Have you gone to this place? And have you gone? And Lord knows I've been traveling this summer back and forth. But there's something about, like you said, home. Where's that home? And returning to that place and staying and being in that space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I see, my kids are teenagers, and I see the discontentment in them come out as, I don't want to be here, but really what they're something's going on in there that they don't want to be. And I feel like we actually manifest that inner angst with place instead of actually being like, actually it's going on in here and the place is fine. And there are people living in India with millions of people around them who are meditating and doing just fine. And they could complain about their place, but here is just fine.
So home being in the heart, in the soul, and are you in that space? It takes courage to stay and be and understand and face challenges that you have and have roots and to have them grow. Wow. That's a great, great song and a great perspective, and it's encouraging. If you want to move because you're running away, you know,
Right.
because you go with you wherever you go, you're
You
taking
go with you.
yourself.
That's right. You're gonna take yourself all that crap with you wherever you go. You're gonna
Yes.
manifest. You meet people who are just discontent wherever they go. They're gonna find that. You know.
And it's right here. Oh, a perfect song for COVID, said Kate, and I think so too. I mean, we have to be here. These are circumstances beyond our control. So while we're here, let's have courage to be in this space and fully hear and fully be. Thank you. I want to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that you are planning to do and have been doing. Wow. We got a whole list here. First of all, tell me about the Gaslight Tinkers. Yeah.
The Gaslight Tinkers. Actually, we're going on our 10th anniversary now. It was about 11 or 12 years ago. I had a midlife crisis where I said I've been playing folk music for people twice my age, and with nothing against that. I love doing it. I grew up around that stuff, and I was like, but I really wanted to do music that reaches the generations and everyone can appreciate. And so I got together with a bass player who played in a funk reggae band, who was a calypso player, played a lot in Trinidad as well. And I said, let's do something. He wanted to get out of the drugs and all that stuff, and I wanted to get out of the folkies. No, I didn't. I didn't want to get out of it. I just wanted to integrate. And
Yeah.
so we joined forces and got a really great fiddler, and we were able to take a lot of the folk music and a lot of the roots music we did and really play it, evolve it a little bit, and take it to world traditions and play Woody Guthrie songs like an Afrobeat or a Caribbean song, because songs of immigration, or a fiddle tune, a Celtic fiddle tune mixed with West African or like Fela Kuti kind of sound as well. Sort of because Celtic people traveled
Yes,
everywhere, and
that's
you
so
know,
exciting that the fusion, because it's going to be different each time, with the different flavors that we pull together, and it's pulling together all parts of you. Oh, Kate, someone asked, Kate asked, did you ever teach at Swannanoa?
I did. Yeah, I taught at some.
Aha! She's
Yeah,
asking about that.
a couple
Okay.
times. Yeah.
I did too. I tell you, how do we not meet? Swannanoa and Brattleboro, and it's all like that. Yes. Wow. So that group is now done a new CD, right?
Yeah, it just came out, and a couple of songs are up on iTunes, but we got on Bandcamp. It's up there, so if you look up Gaslight Tinkers, it should pop
Okay.
up, and you can download.
Fabulous. I know Aaron is going to place that information in the chat for those of you Gaslight Tinkers about the upcoming performances. Now, in addition to that, you're doing some solo work. And solo, you said during the pandemic, that was a time for you to be home, really. And tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote a lot of songs, a good 10 or 15 songs,
Wow.
and a lot of the songs I can't really do with my band, because if I do them with them, they morph into something different, which is fine. But it's like I really felt this feel compelled. I feel like, I don't know. Uh, as I guess I reached a certain age where I was like, man, now I really know how to be a singer songwriter. When I was in my 20s and I was doing it, and I was like, it's sort of like looking at your teen romances, and you're like, I can't believe that I did that back then.
Yes.
Now I'm like, wow, I
Yes.
could really do this now. you know, I
Yes.
still have my health, and I feel like I've sort of come into my songwriting a little bit more. And so it's a slow process. I'm about to record. I'm kind of in the process of recording songs right now. So it's really, I'm doing a couple solo shows locally, and then I'm going to try to get out there. But in this day and age, I don't know how to do it anymore, because you put out a CD. What do? I mean, you send it to radio stations. You can't do that anymore. So I'm just feeling it out, and actually, just in reference to that song, it's like I'm actually less interested in like touring the world with my songs than I am at like building networks around me, and so I'm happy to just like do a local concert, do a house concert here. I'd come to Berea or something like that and do a house concert. Like I don't really. It's not about like. It's really just about sharing and creating space around the music for me.
That's a beautiful thing and so important, so needed. I feel like I'm in it resonates for me what you're saying. I feel like I'm in a different age, a stage in my life, and so that now those things matter so much more than before. Oh, I gotta go here, I gotta go there. Pull it. It's like just making, and it makes me to brings me to a quote that you said, because you are a music educator with and you've been so for, you said, over 20 years. So first of all, I'm applauding you for doing that, staying true to the course, and bringing this gift of music to our children, which is life. It's a lifeline for so many. And you said with your work that it's not about content, but it's more about connection. I like it. I'm gonna write that down. But tell me, what you mean? Talk to me.
Well, I feel like we obviously we all know, like, in the public schools, it's like they create these standards in order to validate what's being taught. And also, we probably a lot of us also know that really it's like it's the patriarchy telling, like, teachers what to do because they can, like, but and it's such a weird dynamic. But music education, I feel like I don't remember anything from my music education except for the times of connection. The one thing I remember when I was in music class was like in the third grade, when there was this total convergence of everyone playing percussion instruments at the same time that was unplanned. And those are the moments that you remember. And that moment has maybe even taken me to where I am right now. And if you can't create those moments of connection, then what's the point? I regularly tell the kids, I don't care if you become a professional musician. I don't care. All I care about is that you connect with what we're doing here. And that's really it. And I'm an I only teach till 5th grade. So if I was a middle school teacher, I might have a different perspective. But as an elementary school teacher, I don't care if they can read notes, because we all have ways that I do teach that stuff, but we all have ways that we connect. So I'm like, if you could sing it, you're doing fine. If you can read it, that's great too.
Connection, that's where the healing comes. That's where the hope is for our world, because it's really hard to hate something you're connected to fully, deeply, and it's very easy to empathize and acknowledge when you are connected and you matter. You feel like you matter and you're important, and the others around you, and it uplifts everybody. All good stuff. Yes. Our time is running out. I'm so excited and I'm inspired, Peter. But we want to hear the song again before we have to leave. Now, before we hear this song, Wonderful, again, I want to make sure, Aaron, if there are not any announcements that we need to bring to our DAS. Okay, no announcements. So we're okay. That just means y'all just keep listening, keep coming for our Facebook friends and family. We hope you are enjoying this half as much as I am. And it's so important because this is our virtual home. Several of our folks here in Zoom are reminding us, our virtual home. And it's something, when you put that word fear into that was really resonated with me too. Because this has been a time when there's been a lot of fear and a lot of grief and a lot of, but to encourage us to go home.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
To plant roots and to move forward, and that we can all do that, and we can create what that looks like for us. That's a gift. So with that, I think I want you to sing. Hey, listen, somebody said something about an ankle tattoo. Do you have ankle?
How did you know about that? It's Matisse.
It's what?
It's Matisse. It's the dancers.
Matisse. I love it. That was Kate said, evidently she said, to ask him about his ankle tattoo. So we got that piece in there.
Okay, and also I'll show you this one. This is the yellow-spotted salamander, a native to, and my daughter's name is Zinnia. My son's name is Suitcase. Years ago, I wrote a pageant with Bread and Puppet about the yellow-spotted salamander.
Bread and Puppet?
Yeah,
oh my God.
Bread and Puppet, and we created all these puppets for 350 kids about the yellow-spotted salamander having to cross the road. And anyway, that's a whole other story for another time.
Oh my God, that's another connection. Oh, okay, good. Well, now we know about Bread and Puppet. Y'all be sure to check out Peter's website to find out all the things, especially those in the New England area, as he's going through and blessing everybody. In the meantime, let's hear it again. All right. Woo!
You may go upon your journey, you may travel far and wide. You may see the Taj Mahal, doesn't mean you looked inside. Close your eyes, what do you see? Open them wide and look at me. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. I've got nothing against adventure, nothing against filling your mind. There are things you can't get here, that far away you can't find. But I've seen the wisest sage who never left the place of birth, and I've seen the seasoned traveler who was the biggest fool on earth. Close your eyes, what do you see? Open them wide, look at me. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. Stay and watch the flowers bloom. Feel the sweltering heat. Watch the maple leaves change and fall. Walk upon them with your feet. Smell the snow before it comes. Watch it melt away. Touching all your senses in the deepest way. Close your eyes. Oh, what do you see? Open them wide and look at me. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. We are hunters, we are gatherers. We may roam to find our feast. As our mighty instinct fades, our passions decrease. We may choose why we travel with heart and soul and head, or plant your roots and bloom your buds and stay at home instead. Close your eyes, what do you see? Open them wide and look at me. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here. I've seen travelers with fear. It takes courage to stay right here.
Takes courage to stay right here. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Oh, everybody, before you leave, the River Jam Romp is coming up. Tell us about that. It's an activity you might want to get on
If
board.
you're anywhere in the Northeast, it's the weekend of September 30th to October 2nd. If you go to riverjamromp.org, it is a weekend of playing traditional music on guitar, banjo, mandolin, fiddle, piano, dancing, French dancing, contra dancing, square dancing, singing. The Amadons will be there, doing some Sunday morning stuff. We got a bunch of song leaders who are going to be there, and all the people who are doing it are from this little region. We started this to showcase the incredible depth of talent that we have here, as Kathy knows, because she just seems to come out here all the time, because it's like a vortex.
I love you all.
Monaco is a vortex of like incredibleness. River Jam Romp.
Yeah, y'all are gonna have this insanely amount of fun, and it's all legal. It's like, oh my god, you're gonna be jamming and imposing this on the earth around you and the space around you. Not so much imposing, but gifting it on it. Ah, it's gonna be fun. Just want to make sure Aloysius reminded me to remind everybody about the River Jam Romp. Thank you, Peter, for sharing with us today. Won't be the last time. I just appreciate it. Joe says thank you. We all say thank you on behalf of everybody at Daily Antidote Song. Join me in Facebook with thanking Peter.
Thank you. I love you all. Thank you. Oh, I just want to say I feel the love. And seeing all your faces, it's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Isn't it? It's such a beautiful thing to see the faces of each one of you and feel it through the airways, and that love and that connection you're talking about feel it every time I'm on this space, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity. And thank you for sharing. So it's our time to go for right now. And usher you all on your way. So for the Facebook folk who join us, thank you again. Oh, the River Jam. Somebody was asking about the River Jam Romp. You said it's riverjamromp.com?
.org.
.org.
Yeah.
If you look up riverjamromp.org.
It might even be that we have two. It might also be the romp.org as well. I think we have two
That's
different
easy.
domains, so you could actually just look up both and Google
And
it.
Aaron just put it in the chat for anybody who would like to find out more about that. And for Facebook people, yes, romp.org in Vermont. Is it right? It's in Vermont?
Yeah, right near.
All right. It's going to be in the great state of Vermont, highlighting, as you said, Peter, all the fabulous musicians and artists who are right in that region. It's bursting with them. It's just, they're on fire in a good way. And prayers for those of you who have fire in a crazy way that you're having to deal with. That was some of our members here were saying that they were just dealing with those things. But we have courage to stand the storm and to just enjoy and be free. So, with that in mind, I'm going to say bye to every person who is here. I've said it, I think, to the Facebook folks. Don't let it be your last. And if it's your first time joining us on Zoom and you want to stay a few minutes, please do that and talk with Erin, our tech. She will get you all signed up so you can get regular information about all the fabulous things that we're doing.